All right, I wanted to do a little quick review of the CMMG 22LR AR conversion kit that I picked up here about a week or so ago. Picked it up out of from a company called Bowtech Tactical out of California. They had a lot of mixed reviews. However, I had zero problems with ordering and or shipping. What you get in the box, you get the conversion kit. You also get their 26 round polymer magazine, and really it cool little instruction paper that shows you kind of what to do. Very simple installation. You can see it's a little bit larger, a little bit longer than the standard AR-15 bolt carrier group here. On the very front, it's neck down. What looks to be very similar to a 223 shell on the front. That was my biggest concern was going to be with accuracy when you have a 22 caliber bullet going down the barrel of a 223. However, today, my first day out at the range with the kit, I was very impressed. Wasn't shooting anything as far as fancy rounds. Just had some Federal value pack 22 LR. They're high velocity 36 grain, copper plated hollow points. Also tried out some of the Remington golden bullets. Again, these are high velocity rounds. 1280 feet per second out the muzzle on these. The Federals are very close to that. I think they were 1260 feet per second at the muzzle. So as far as accuracy goes, I'm going to put up a picture of 50 rounds, continuous rounds that I put into a target at 15 yards. Not very far out, but again, it's a 22 long rifle, so I don't want to send it out to 100 yards, especially on a day like today where wind was blowing about 20 miles an hour. That have some significant impact on bullet travel. So a couple of things with the conversion kit. I'll move the standard AR one out of the way here. The conversion kit itself is very well built. It's on it's basically got 3 points of contact. You've got the 2 lower points, and then the spring, which is located right up here, which makes for a very stable platform. There's no wobble within that, which is very nice, and gives it multiple points to basically slide back on. So installation is very simple. You simply remove your old bolt carrier group from your AR. It's easier if I do this upside down. Put your charging handle back in. Then simply slide the conversion kit right on in. It does not, one thing it does not do is it does not lock into place here. So it actually can come out. That causes a bit of a problem when you're removing it with the buffer tube here, because basically what it does is it depresses the locking pin, causing the buffer tube to basically pop out when you separate your upper from your lower. And I'll show you that here. So that's really all there is to it. Basically, you put that back in, push your pin back through, and you are ready to go. As you can see with the charging handle, it does not come back all the way. This is in the design so that you really deal with the 22 cartridge as opposed to a 223, which is a lot longer, so therefore there's less travel. If you don't let the the charging handle go, using its own momentum, it will kind of hang up a little bit here. And I've heard people say that can be kind of a problem, but like I said, if you let it go upon its own momentum with a little bit of oil, it's going to close up just fine. It's going to seat very well, and you're not going to have any problems. My experience shooting this today was pretty good, actually. I was kind of shocked at performance of the kit, and I'll show some pictures of my accuracy on that, but just overall form and function, it was very well. It's very well put together, and feels solid. Not only that, but you're shooting rounds that are a lot less expensive than the standard 223 AR round or 5.56, whatever you're shooting, and just a lot more fun, to be honest with you. So this is, I'm going to separate this again so you can see what the buffer tube does upon separation. For the upper and the lower, it does pop out because of the detent spring has been pressed down. Simple to fix. You just push that back in, of course. Move the bolt carrier group back out, and it's ready for cleaning. One of the drawbacks that I noticed while shooting it today was that there seemed to be a lot of blowback with the powder from the cartridge. Could be due to the design of the carrier group here itself being blown back. It's hard to say exactly, but it certainly does lend to the fact that it is a lot lighter, a lot easier to move this back than it is to move the standard AR one back. So it could be that more of that powder is actually coming back because there's less resistance. I had only probably, I think, 3 total jams with my shooting today. Ran about 300 rounds through it, and the jams were, one was actually involved the charging handle, and CMMG sells the charging handle that helps reduce that type of jam from happening. Basically what it is the shell gets stuck up in this gap that's here, and then the other 2 I had were they failed to eject completely. However, given the fact that it's a 22 LR, it's probably the least amount of jams I've seen in quite some time on a standard rifle. So overall, very pleased and satisfied with the kit that I've gotten from CMMG here. Magazine feeds very well. No problems with that feeding. It's a little bit dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet because I just got back from the range, but all in all, very very happy with the performance here. And the price point on this was $139 for just the base model, which includes just the conversion kit and a 26 round magazine. Of course, I went ahead and picked up a nice 50 round drum magazine because if you're going to shoot 22 LR, your barrel's not going to heat up, and you can shoot more rounds downrange without having to worry about heat issues. So might as well go with 50 round drums and can afford to shoot the ammo a lot better. A little bit about the rifle that I have here. This is a Rogio Arms lower with a CMMG upper. The fit of the conversion kit was very snug. There's no play, there's no wobble or anything else like that. So I've been very, very impressed with the quality that they put in behind this, and hope to spend many more days down at the range and doing at a cost that I can afford. another benefit of shooting 22 LR is that the sound is actually very quiet. I put my hearing protection on, and the way the AR is designed and the blowback, it actually eliminates a lot of the sound. And having a flash hider on there dissipates that sound tremendously. So I could actually shoot this today without wearing hearing protection, and which is nice, because on days like today where it's very windy, I don't like having hearing protection on if I don't have to, and just the other thing, to make sure you're wearing your safety goggles when you're shooting this, again, because of the blowback, a little bit of powder blast in the face. Nothing that was unburnt, it just felt a little bit of gritty. Could be also the fact that I was in a sandy environment, and wind was blowing about 20 miles per hour. So various factors in that, but for the price point, you really can't beat it, and looking forward to many thousands and thousands of rounds downrange. So that's really all I have. Thanks.